I run a very professional podcast, okay? If you haven't noticed. That's why we're doing this twice. So yeah, 15th episode of the Psychic Wave podcast. I'm going to cut through the intro a lot faster than before. I'm here with Nani and Kelsey.
What's up, guys?
From Bundy. And the talent buyer for the Continental Room. The spicy talent buyer from the Continental Room. You're going to have to stop eating those while we're doing this.
I feel like...
That's Tiff, by the way.
Those are...
You might as well just, put them out there.
You're ahead of the curve. These aren't even out in the stores yet.
Give us the sales on these.
No, coming out soon at your local grocery stores is Pop Fuego by Takis.
By the time this episode's out, those might be in the store.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Okay.
You're going to see
Get a
them.
little away from me. Don't know.
Yeah. Tiff likes to eat when she's here.
That should just be the whole episode. Just
Tiff likes to eat.
Tiff eats things, yeah.
ASMR Tiff eating.
Yeah. Half an hour of her eating it, and then that was good.
Yeah. It's weird. I feel like my flow got all fucked up because that recording stopped.
Yeah.
I believe in you.
Let's start over again.
No.
This is episode 15 of the Psychic Wave podcast. You're here with me and nobody else.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's it. Let's wrap it up. Oh, you might not recognize Nani because last time
I got Rachel blew me. My girlfriend's a hairdresser. She did my hair. She blew me.
What's it? Fairly Odd Parents?
Oh, he's Cosmo.
Oh shit.
Oh, Cosmo. Sure.
You watched that show?
When I was like 12, sure. Yeah.
You don't have to be completely quiet either. Like this will pick up just right around here. So.
Yeah, you got it.
You don't have to try to be
Just
quiet.
yell every once in a while.
You can go to the bathroom when you need to or anything. Like the noise isn't.
You can fart and we wouldn't even hear it.
I mean, we already got the toilet
I
cam.
was gonna ask about the farting.
Okay.
We got the toilet cam, so you're good.
Toilet cam.
If you need to fart. Who cares?
You bet.
The wood will soak up the smell. There's a
I
lot
don't know,
of
it's finished pretty well. I think it'll just bounce
Yeah.
right off.
there's a lot of wood in this office.
I thought you said this is American wood.
What?
What
does that mean?
Because he said it was finished pretty well.
God, we can't keep up with your comedy.
I
We
know.
just can't.
I'm so advanced with
Oh,
things.
Cosmo.
God, Tiff. Nobody can keep up with you either.
Yeah, I'm too fast.
What we should do, Kelsey, is we should have them do a podcast without us around.
Yeah.
And then we watch the video and make fun of it the whole time. One of
Yeah,
those,
we could do commentary over it, just being like, look at this fucking idiot over here.
Yeah.
The Mystery
That's
Science 3000 of your podcast?
Yeah. I've never watched any of those, but people keep telling me about them. The Mystery Science Theater.
They're okay. They're pretty cheeseball. I mean, they're great, but I don't like them.
Oh,
Yeah. A lot of people are obsessed with that show.
it's like a cult thing.
Yeah.
Mm.
I think the jokes are pretty cheeseball. Rachel likes it.
I do.
She
I
does.
think it's pretty funny.
Pretty
funny.
funny.
Pretty funny.
Back on that wood from take one.
From take one, you guys
Yeah.
will never get to see that.
Those dumb
Whose are
jokes.
these? These sunglasses.
Those are
Who's the
mine.
fashionable one? Oh, I should have known.
I'm not fashionable.
Look at you. You're there in your shirt and
I got a shirt, I got pants on,
fashion.
got hair.
It's almost a statement on how the fashion industry is too crazy right now.
It's normcore.
Yeah, it's normcore. You're normcore. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's
No,
like
of
I'm
course.
it's like I'm trying so little that I'm almost trying too much.
Yeah.
That's fucked up.
Because like if you just didn't care what you wore, then your wardrobe would be really different.
Yeah.
But you do care, but in a slacker way. So it's all the same slacker look.
It's more like
So-
I'm so lazy I don't want to wear other stuff. So it's like, oh, I don't want to wear like
You don't like
something.
shopping.
Yeah.
I don't like
It's
shopping.
like I don't want to wear something
That's a
like,
lie.
oh, buttons? No.
What are you
I
what are
like
you trying to
shopping
what are you
too.
trying to do it?
I enjoy
I'm
shopping.
taking a shot straight at you. I'm taking you look at all those buttons.
I like buttons.
You have so many buttons. You have so many buttons that you unbuttoned a couple of them.
Yeah. That's my thing now.
It's just
Yeah.
so he can show his gold chain dangling in
I
his
used to have
chest
one.
hair.
I used to have a gold chain.
Here's the problem with this interview. Number one problem so far.
No beer.
I've only had 2 beers so far.
This is still my first.
The last time we were on here, we got hammered, and you cut out like 30 minutes, right? You said something like that?
It was pretty bad.
Yeah.
Well, do you guys watch Big Mouth on Netflix?
No, I've seen it advertised. Big Mouth.
Speaking of button downs, the hormone monster says, "Oh, you mean gaping buttholes and clits?"
What? Gaping buttholes and clits? There's a hormone monster?
Button down shirt.
Oh, gaping buttholes and clits. Oh, nice. I
So
can see
in
that.
this show, these kids are going through puberty. Have you seen the show?
No, I've seen it advertised.
So they're all going through puberty, and they have hormone monsters that haunt them.
Oh,
And, like,
shit.
Yeah.
I hate it when
They're
that
like
happens.
imaginary friends that are like just visible to them and their friends, but they're like what they're thinking.
Is it adult comedy or is it...
It's adult
Oh, okay.
comedy. Yeah.
I couldn't tell by looking at the way it was drawn.
Yeah.
You know, I haven't seen any of the scenes.
Yeah, so it's like Nick Kroll and
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I'm not a fan of that show, by the way.
The Nick Kroll show?
it's
Or the
pretty
Kroll
funny.
show? Or...
It's entertaining.
Yeah. I like it.
No, not. Well, actually, no. I'm not a fan of Nick Kroll.
Yeah,
I
that
like
guy
him in the
bugs me.
league. I think the league's really good.
The League was okay. I know it's like a comedy, but still, if it's like dealing with sports, I kind of check out.
Well, I don't really care about football, but I still like the league.
I don't
Yeah.
care for sports, but I enjoyed the show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nick Kroll pisses me off.
Yeah, he's
funny.
annoying,
I don't
dude.
think
He's
funny.
his dumb voice. Oh, I'm doing my dumb voice. Like that's not funny to me
Yeah.
at all. Just because you dumb do a stupid.
Don't you know voices are funny? That's the pinnacle of comedy. If you change
I
your
have a voice and no one thinks
He-
I'm funny.
He doesn't like Nick Kroll because he's Nick Kroll.
Yeah, I'm secretly Nick Kroll.
That's why I don't like you.
Yeah, it's fucked up. Can we talk about
Have
why
you guys
we're
noticed
really
how
here?
we haven't talked
Yeah,
about
we haven't talked about
anything
any-
relevant?
Yeah, let's get serious.
Yeah,
North Korea.
yeah,
No. Okay. No, you guys are recording an album.
yeah.
And
Totally.
I mentioned it in the first take of this, but I listened to your stuff before I saw you guys play, and then I saw you guys play, and really fucking good. You're quite the entertainer,
Thank
my
you.
friend. You've got a powerful voice, and you all play well together.
Thank
so
you.
it just lots of times Continental, like you can't hear people's vocals because not because of the way it's mixed, but because people don't use their voice.
Right.
Well,
I
the
don't
sound
use my
guy
voice.
did an amazing
Ross, I was
job.
gonna say,
he
Manny,
did an
right?
amazing,
Manny's
amazing
cool.
job.
Shout out to
that
Manny, dude. That
Yeah.
was really probably the best sound we've ever had, to be honest.
Yeah,
It was
I've never
really
felt
good.
so happy about how the entire band sounded with each other as I did at Continental Room.
Yeah,
And that was the first time-
I was gonna say thanks again for getting us that show because
Yeah, no, that honestly, that was like one of the effort shows that I put into.
Like it was effort to deal with you fuckers.
You put in some effort.
Yeah,
when you
yeah,
tried
because I
to-
feel like
to make that
everything's
happen.
just kind of like thrown in together, but this one was like, all right, like let me just like make this lineup like a lineup,
right,
not just like, oh, you could do this date, yeah, this date's open, like just put that together.
right.
I really liked it because I like you guys. I like your music, and then I like the band Iris. They played with you.
They were friggin' amazing.
I've had them
dude.
on the podcast as well, and I'm so happy that you guys played a show together because it was like,
I really enjoyed getting like shit faced and just going this.
yeah, man.
And like feeling like all the air just come out of my lungs every time that hit.
It was cool to play with Iris again because they played with us when we released our last EP.
Mm.
We had a residency and they played with us one of our nights. And
Oh, cool. Where was that?
And
Where was it?
Fourth Street Mine.
Oh, cool, cool.
Long Beach.
Wait, what's it called?
Fourth Street Mine.
4th Street Mine.
What is that again?
Fourth Street Vine.
Street Vine.
Wanna
You know,
keep
you guys
saying
were
it? Want to keep going?
at the same exact time. You guys did it twice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But so now you guys are working on an album. I've seen your posts where you're.
It's been it's the longest recording I've ever done.
What's your average usually that you record an album? Well, how many songs are you
Like
guys
a
doing?
few days.
Okay.
You have 10.
10
right now.
that you
10
wanna put on.
songs. Yeah. And it's been like fucking since summer. It's been like 6 months at least.
Wow.
Well, it's also it's because the band has gone through a couple changes since then too.
Yeah, the Continental show was the first
Yeah.
show with your new drummer,
We
had
and it was
Mike.
really good, Mike.
Yeah, we had
It sounded
Mike.
great, and I hadn't heard you guys play with your old drummer, so
Yeah.
it was good, man. It sounded
Mike's
like
really
it fit.
good. I was a little worried at first. Like I was telling you at the show, I was a little worried because he has a different style than our original drummer.
Right.
But
I remember you telling me that.
I thought I actually was one of the happiest on stage that I've been at that show. It was so good.
That was a really good show.
Well,
It was a really
he
good
really
show.
brought it. When we practiced our songs, he was kind of just like, "Oh yeah, I'm still kind of learning them." But then when we played live, he really got
Right.
kind of like the dynamics.
Rehearsing,
of it.
he's-
I heard you
real
say
mellow.
after, when everybody was in the hallway there, you were like, you said to him, when we practice, you're kind of just going through the motions, but when we play, you brought it. You
Yeah.
said you brought it.
Yeah.
And he was like, yeah.
Yeah. No, yeah, because I didn't expect that. I'd never played a show with him before,
Right,
so that
you
was the
only
first time.
knew-
I was like, damn. This...
That's what Johnny told us too.
Right.
Is that
Johnny
he
had
practices
said,
that way?
"Hey, yeah, when we play a show, it's gonna be a whole new level of stuff." So Johnny had kind of
Because he was
given
in
us
the
that
band
idea
Feral Kizzy with
with
Johnny and Mike.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
Johnny and Mike were in a band
Yeah.
with each other.
I really like that name still, Feral Kizzy. Just the way it sounds.
How did you that lineup? How did you think to put those three bands together?
It was honestly all through Renee.
Okay.
Mostly, it was I just wanted to give, I don't know, it's just like a boyfriend favor.
Sure.
But
Blowjob.
Yeah, pretty much. But like musically, how romantic is that? No, but
Oh, yeah.
he's good friends with Iris. He was in a band called Mind Martian with Alex, I believe.
I remember my Martian.
Yeah. So he's a personal fan of Iris, and then Bundy.
He loves you guys.
Yeah.
We were talking to him.
Who does?
Renee, her
Who
boyfriend.
does he know again in the band? You, right? Yeah. So yeah, it was like he really
I met
liked-
Renee like almost 10 years ago.
Yeah, but you guys met at like Gabe's house or something, right? It was like some birthday party. Or
Yeah,
something?
we
Backyard
played Gabe's
show?
birthday party
Okay.
recently.
Who's
and
Gabe?
That's Gabe is
Drummer
one of
the
our
other
buddies, and Gabe used to actually play guitar in our band when we very first started.
Okay.
But he had a birthday party, and he asked us to play it. So we played it, and Renee was there,
Oh.
and we talked to Renee.
What
And-
city was this?
That was in Pomona. That was at his house in Pomona.
We played in his garage with like the shittiest PA and like. And
Wait, you were part of this too?
Well, we played his party.
It was Bundy.
Bundy
It was-
has been a thing for about 10 years.
No.
What the
fuck? Sorry if there's any confusion about that. I've known Renee for like close to 10 years. Probably not 10 years, but a long time. And then this last year, we played
Oh, okay, got it.
Gabe's birthday.
I thought you were telling me how you met Renee at first, and I was like,
Oh no. And so yeah, so I don't remember if you reached out through Bundy or through your I think it was through your Facebook.
I think it was
Oh, I
through
did,
Bundy.
yeah.
Yeah, and then so
Because
you,
he told me to hit you up.
yeah, and then like I really liked the music, but it was definitely when I first heard it, it was like I didn't want to throw you on a night like how I tell you like
So
how
random.
I wanted to put you guys like in a puzzle piece, and that was finally a puzzle piece because Renee, he mainly curated the night, and I just like did the whole puppeteering thing. So
reached out and did all that.
reached out and organized it. So shout out more to Renee putting that lineup together.
Shout out Renee.
Shout out to
So-
Renee. We all love Renee.
Yeah.
But yeah, Wax Children's tight too. But
So where are you guys recording?
Our guitarist studio. He has his own
It's called
studio.
the Fuck Dungeon.
The Fuck Dungeon.
The Fuck Dungeon?
Johnny's Fuck Dungeon.
Johnny's
yeah.
Fuck Dungeon.
What's the safe word?
There is no safe word.
Yeah.
You cannot
You-
escape the Fuck Dungeon.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you go in there knowing.
So this
that
album is
that's
gonna fuck.
Yes.
who'd
Yeah.
you
This
guys
album-
record with, by the way?
Well, fuck you.
Before or currently?
No, right, currently.
Currently, we're recording. Our guitar player, the Asian dude, he's recording us now.
Which one's that?
And then,
Oh, Mike.
but before it was a different. It was a buddy of ours named Louis, and he
Okay.
recorded us our last stuff, which sounds a lot different than what we're doing now.
Are you guys doing more of that? I think last time you were on, you said you want to incorporate more like electro dance. I don't know
That's
how you
in the future.
described it.
I want to put more electronic instruments into the music.
Okay.
But right now, it's all just traditional.
You guys used a synth in one or two of your songs.
Yeah, yeah.
Johnny was on the synth.
Yeah.
That was really cool. I like.
Yeah.
I like that a lot.
more of that kind of stuff, where it's like just blending that stuff with.
Okay.
Yeah. Not going crazy and
Yeah.
doing dance music or anything.
Yeah. Fuck. I know comparisons. Some people hate them, but hearing you guys play, it reminded me. There's some kind of Strokes vibe in it.
Okay.
And then I would
All
get
of us, I would say, are into Strokes.
Yeah.
I can't.
Strokes
speak
are great.
for
Who isn't into
Mike?
Yeah.
But I know at least
I love the
I
Strokes.
felt
Oh.
a slight.
us two are really into
Fuck,
Strokes.
who was it? At parts, it reminded me of Dinosaur Jr., like the creative
I
side
feel
of
like
Dinosaur Jr.
we got a lot of
like the
90s in there.
melody guitar stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But there was somebody else, because we were talking about your voice and like who it sounded like, and we were joking saying like the Killers or Interpol.
Mm-hmm.
But there was somebody else. Fuck, I hope I remember it later and I tell you. But it was like, oh shit. And it was somebody that I really liked, and it like made sense. Like after I saw you play, I was like, no shit.
Okay.
That's why I like it. But
Well, some of my favorite bands are like all early 2000s, 90s bands like
Yeah.
Pinback.
I love that era of music.
Pinback's really good.
Yeah, Pinback. I grew up listening to them and like Built to Spill.
Yeah.
Fuck, I think it was that. Because
Okay.
I have it on my Spotify playlist right now. I make a
Okay.
playlist every month. I think it was Built to Spill.
So I was like,
And Pavement. Do you know Pavement?
Pavement?
love
Yeah.
You know, I've heard a couple people say that we have like some Pavement in there, but I've never really listened to them a lot. The same thing with
Pavement
like,
is sort of like built to. It's like within the same.
To me-
yeah,
to
because
me
I really
it's
like that band Parquet Courts,
Mhm.
and they're supposed to sound a lot like Pavement.
Yeah, it's all like within the same
I don't like
melodies
chords,
and keys.
however you say it.
You don't like that band?
Yeah,
I
not
think
really.
they're dope.
Do you
I
guys
think they're
know
cool.
Granddaddy?
I've heard
Grandmaster
I
Flash?
just know that one song. You know that.
Yeah.
That song's
Of
really
course.
good.
I
Yeah.
heard a
knows
lot
that one.
of like television and Talking Heads.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
When
that's
we-
part of, like,
when we
the
first-
song.
Not his vocals for sure. Talking Heads.
When we first
In a
started,
good way.
television
Yeah.
and Talking Heads was like one of the things that I wanted to try to get across.
Well, I like that it's not like you guys obviously don't sound like you're ripping anybody off, and
We're ripping everybody off.
Oh yeah, we're
That's the
ripping
thing.
everybody off, but in a different way than other people are ripping
that's
them
how
off.
you got to work the world, man.
Yeah.
But that was a Sunday, and it got packed.
Dude, I was so
Yeah.
stoked to see
It
all the
was
people
so
that
awesome.
were there.
Yeah, it was a good lineup though. Like
I
it
was-
was a good lineup.
I
It
had
was,
such a good time that
I
night.
was really worried that we weren't going to have like our friends come out because it's Sunday.
Yeah.
And it was in Fullerton, and we were like Long Beach people, you know. So I thought maybe like but we actually had a good amount of people come out. I was like really stoked.
It was just like a good combo.
You had
know,
this.
like
Did you guys see that one guy dancing?
Can I give a shout out real quick?
Yeah, yeah.
To Julian from Watch for Horses. Watch for Horses. They're like the southern. Or sorry, not the southern. They're like the
And-
Southern California version of the Strokes. They're
But-
really cool. You should book them.
and the guys from Sunset Couriers.
Yeah, the guys from Sunset Carriers
they
came
played
out.
last night.
Yeah. Oh, and the guys from Masses came out.
Oh, they did play last night. At
That was last night?
Continental.
Yeah.
Oh man,
God damn it!
I keep
That's right.
seeing
Who are these people?
I keep seeing that they're playing around, and I want to go see. I still haven't yet to see them, and they come to like all of our shows.
So
I feel so
why are
bad.
you shouting these people out?
because they came.
Because they're our
They-
buds, man.
oh,
they,
they-
come
they
out.
came?
They come out to our stuff. The guys from Masses, they released an EP maybe like a month ago,
Uh-huh.
and they didn't really like release it with any like fanfare. But it's
Right.
like I think it's really good if you like
Masses?
post punk. Yeah,
Masses.
Masses. Yeah.
I'll check them out. All right, fuckers, we got to wrap this section up in the 20-minute mark.
Do this again.
Sponsored by Adidas.
popcorn.
That would be
air
nice.
pop.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah.
Our channel is demonetized by YouTube.
Oh yeah, I'm not making any money off of this shit ever in my life. Actually, no.
Please support us
I
through
don't
Patreon.
Yeah. Go to the shows. You won't regret it. Unless you're like you got bad taste in music, but that's fuck it. All right, we're out. We'll be back.
So, like I was saying earlier,
Round 2.
so Sodom was named after sodomy, right?
Sodom and Gomorrah.
Right.
Yeah.
Sodom was named after sodomy.
Okay.
And Gomorrah was named after this other crazy ass move, right?
That's like a reach around.
Mm.
What was,
I am very lost.
what was Gomorrah named after?
Mm.
Anybody?
No one knows.
I'm not in this circle of conversation at all.
Do you know that Noah's grandpa was said to be 969 years old?
That's really old.
He
Now,
was the oldest man.
69, baby.
69.
yeah.
969.
I feel
so
like-
that means it was like one guy this way, and then one guy this way, and then another guy this way.
Yeah.
Right?
Licking on the butt.
Yeah, there's 3 people
Wait.
in that number.
Ooh, that yeah.
You said, but
Or like some foot
669. Damn, you're fine.
You said
369.
No.
you said right before we started filming, don't talk about sex.
Oh yeah. Okay.
And the very first thing we
See,
talked about.
I'm just out of it, man. I can't keep up anymore. I went 2 weeks without doing a podcast. I'm off my roll.
Yeah.
I just
Everyone's really tired, I feel
No,
like.
yeah, I had an off day today too.
tell us more about your off day. Actually, can we talk about the text that you sent me, or are we not allowed to?
No, we can talk about it.
Okay, so she sends me a text and she's like, "Hey, sorry I'm late. I lost my acid in
Screenshot.
my
You should
office."
screenshot and put it.
Don't talk over me.
Oh yeah, put the screen. Damn.
Excuse me.
No.
Screenshot it.
Excuse
Actually,
me.
we should try not to talk over each other because it's gonna be a jumbled audio mess for everybody.
Oh, yeah.
But screenshot
Can you
your
not show
text. I'll
I was
screenshot the
gonna-
text. Oh my god, Nani, you fucking asshole. God, you were like this last time after a couple beers. All right, so Tiff was late. It was supposed to be 9 o'clock, but I set up late. And I look at a text from her and she says, "Sorry, I'm going to be late. I lost my acid in my office." I'm never taking a free drink from you again.
Are you on acid right now?
No, I'm not. I'm not on
And
that.
why did,
Because it'd be cooler if you were.
why did you bring it
Cooler if you
now?
were.
Yeah. I
No,
get
I lost my acid. I got some acid for Desert Days this weekend. But
How did
it's
your
like in
How did
a-
your acid come?
How did it come?
in tabs
Yeah.
or pills or
Tabs. It's in like little panda picture tabs.
Panda
Nice.
pictures. I always think it's really interesting when they do it. Like it's just like a kind of like a sheet of paper or something, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
That's
like
what it is, but it's printed. It's
right,
a
right,
little
right. So I'm always,
panda.
I love that that's a thing because you could print anything you want, and so you got like panda ones, right?
Yeah, there's like it's like panda with like a gradient.
Right.
I know where this is going.
I feel like if I made acid, I would put it on like the Declaration of Independence. You know
No,
what I mean?
no, you know what's so funny? So like
I like that.
this dude this acid dealer, he's like all spiritual and stuff.
But did you hear what Nani said, though?
What?
I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. All right, so you're
Let me interrupt you real quick.
Yeah, very funny, Nani. And so,
The Interruption Show, brought to you by that truck outside,
yeah.
Tecate Light.
Cone character.
So the acid guy.
Yeah, he was all spiritual, and there was this one time where the sheet of paper was on this like it was like this like goddess, and it was like
Was she hot?
It was like I don't remember. It was just,
well,
like,
then
some
probably
goddess.
not.
Shiva or something?
I don't know, and it was one side was like blue, like a very like cool color, and the other one was like fire red, and she was just like split in half. And then he was just like, yeah, like you should totally like take the blue one if you're feeling feminine, and like you should take the red one if you want to start feeling masculine.
What kind of? So would you say that? What's your level of like hippie?
Was that on a scale of 1 to 10?
Yeah.
I'd say like a 6.
Like a 6. Okay, so like, are you like I don't put things in my body that like contaminate, like caffeine or like things like that?
Oh no,
No, well, like
She-
I
she
think yeah.
she doesn't care what she puts in her body.
Okay.
Yeah, acid. No, I mean like I'm more of like I went to school for like business marketing, so like I've learned to be like a loyal customer to certain brands.
Like,
so like
Like
a
your
drug dealer.
Yeah.
yeah.
I only buy Panda brand acid.
Yeah.
From a spiritual guy.
Hey
Yeah.
man, did you change up the formula? Because I'm noticing a little something different.
Yeah, it's taking me about 45 minutes instead of about 30 minutes.
I'm noticing I didn't see Shiva this time.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Last time it was nothing but it was all printed on an Alex Gray sheet of paper,
Yeah.
and now it's just a picture of Shiva.
I noticed you use Times Roman.
Yeah.
Talking
Comic
about.
Sans.
Oh my god, that would fuck me up.
Comic Sans always fucks me up. Yeah, totally.
Oh my god, that Comic Sans LSD. Oh, got me feeling a little freaky.
Yeah.
Comic Sans underline.
Don't even try doing papyrus. I tried that once. It was insane.
Oh my god, makes me feel Egyptian or like
What about
kind of like you know.
what about Wingding?
Shut the fuck up. Kelsey, shut the fuck up.
Can you read that? Can you even read that?
Nobody can read that. What's the point of
When
it?
you take the Comic Sans one, everything looks like Wingding.
You know what? You could probably like send secret emails in Wingdings
No.
and tell your friend. No, you could like send it in Wingdings and tell your friend convert this to Times Roman.
That's easily. Come on. They would have done that in World War I or something.
No, I'm not talking about like I'm not talking about like military style. I'm talking about like at work. Like if you got an email and it was like some inappropriate shit, but it was in Wingdings, and then you converted it so you could read it.
But Nani, you've had this thought. You just explained it to us. Like, how hard would it be for somebody to highlight? They wouldn't even have to know what text it's in. They would just have to highlight it and
translate it into whatever normal.
I understand that. I understand, but what I'm saying is, if your boss opens your email, he's not gonna know what the fuck he's gonna say.
He's gonna fire you because he thinks you're high or some shit.
Yeah,
that's a good possibility. That's a good possibility.
Even talking about acid like gives me crazy anxiety. Like I start to feel like I'm coming up on acid when I start talking about it. And
Mr. Psychic Wave, you're getting anxiety about acid.
I know, man. I'm no longer into that.
Wow, how old are you? You're getting old. Poser.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Okay, Rachel.
I'm actually past that phase already.
You look like Kevin is home alone and you're trying to break into his house, dude.
Maybe I am. No, honestly, I'm just really past that. Like it's that was an immature phase, and like I don't know if you guys are still into that kind of stuff, and
that's cool and all, but
I'm on to like newer and better things. You know,
like what?
There's grander horizons.
Sorry,
I know, dude. I'm just trying to like
I'm into designer drugs like 2CB and
Gucci. I only do Szechuan now.
Szechuan sauce?
Szechuan sauce, yeah. That's all I do now.
What is that?
Nobody does that.
No, we're not going to talk about that. It's stupid.
We're not getting into it.
I am so disappointed in America that happened.
Are we talking Rick and Morty?
Yes. So
we're not going to talk Rick and Morty. Right?
Why?
We're not talking
3
about Rick
months
and Morty.
ago. Like I'm disappointed in you. That
Hold on.
Why are you disappointed? Hold
so
on.
Rick and Morty did the episode with the Szechuan sauce.
Yeah.
And then McDonald's released Szechuan sauce for one day.
Yeah.
And then people were fucking rioting at the McDonald's to get the Szechuan sauce.
Oh, I didn't know about that.
It's so sad that there was people chanting like, "Give me the sauce!" Like it's so sad that our country is doing that.
Yeah.
I think it's really sad. Have you guys not heard? You ever heard about that?
I didn't know.
There was a
I
whole
knew the
thing
Rick and
about
Morty
it.
thing, but I didn't know there were riots. But I mean, come on, we're dumb.
I mean, I wouldn't say the
all
level
you have
of
to do
riot,
is
but
not give a shit about that, though. That's all you have to do.
But people do give a shit. That's what's sad.
But you're giving a shit about them.
But we do
giving
this
a
every
shit
year.
about
We
You're
do
right.
this every year
You're right.
on a special day.
What, the Szechuan sauce?
No, Black Friday. Black Friday.
That's true.
The dumbest shit.
I can't believe people are still slaves to that mentality that they think like, oh, the deals are so good, and it's garbage.
I love it because my mom and my grandpa have the same mentality where they're like, "Oh, this was $20. I got it for $10." They don't do Black Friday, but they like yard sales or any kind of deal. They're a sucker for. So they go into a store,
Mark Zuckerberg.
Yeah, but they go into a store not knowing they're gonna buy this thing. That's not on their list, right?
Yeah.
Just this random
They
object.
think they're
that's,
saving money even though they're spending money.
I feel so
That's
attacked.
exactly-
I am such a bargain.
I know, but
Buy it.
the
Yeah,
thing is,
exactly.
you're only really saving money if like you needed something and it's on clearance and then you went and bought it. But
Yeah.
they walk into a store with no intention of buying that thing. They see that it says $10 and it was 20, and they buy it and they tell me they're saving money, and I'm like, wait.
No,
You spent money. How are you saving money?
Yeah, exactly. Now, I'm not saying I'm any better because I do the same shit, but I think I'm an idiot for doing that. Every time I do something like that, I'm like, oh my god, why did I fucking buy this shit?
I do it when I really, really want it. And I don't buy a lot of stuff.
I buy a lot of fucking garbage.
I'm getting a new guitar.
What was
All
your
right.
recent?
What are you
What
getting?
was your recent
What are you getting?
garbage?
The last thing I bought was the Raspberry Pi.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Yeah.
That's a good investment.
It's pretty dope.
Yeah.
But I could... Okay, so the Raspberry Pi is a little mini computer. It's basically so you can play Super Nintendo ROMs and stuff. So you can play Super Nintendo games from back in the day,
Have you
which
seen-
is awesome.
You can do everything with it.
Have
you
you
can do a
seen-
lot of stuff with it, but I specifically bought it for that.
Have you seen that meme where it's like, why buy?
SNES. Yeah.
Yeah, why buy a
Yes,
SNES?
that's what I was
When you
thinking.
can buy a Raspberry Pi
That's
for
what I was
$25
thinking.
And never
brag to
shut the
everybody.
fuck up about
That's,
it.
but that's what I was thinking
No, but
was
they are
I
pretty
am
awesome.
saving money by not buying the Super Nintendo thing because I really wanted that Super Nintendo. So I bought the Raspberry Pi, which I can have every fucking game. But I literally have 2 computers in my house. I don't need to buy the Raspberry Pi.
Yeah.
But I have this dedicated little thing that I use. Anyways, it was just a
But
bullshit purchase.
it's a fun novelty thing.
It is. But it was a waste. I bought, so like you can buy like
How
the
often
30...
do you play it?
like every day.
Then what? You're
But
not,
here's the thing, because it's dedicated, right? So I could play it on my computer every day if I wanted to, but because I have it and I feel like I have to use it. So
I like that kind of stuff.
you can buy a $30 kit and build it yourself, but I bought the $100 kit, which was already pre-built, so I didn't have to worry about it.
Yeah, I like that. I like when
It's convenience.
people make
I
it
paid
easier.
for convenience.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't
That's-
have to set up my laptop every time I wanted to play Donkey Kong Country.
That is something that I am willing to pay for when it's something that I'm passionate about.
And to be
Convenience.
fair, we have been playing Donkey Kong Country like every day this week, which is
And I've
nice.
contemplated suicide a few times.
I'm actually
That game is
concerned.
so
You've
hard.
talked about suicide a lot tonight. People love you.
I just don't.
If you like Rachel,
Can you put some
if you love
sources on
Rachel,
that?
if you love Rachel,
Stop it.
give this video a like. That's all I'm saying.
No.
If you don't want her to commit suicide tonight, give this video a like.
Have I really mentioned it more than once?
Yeah, twice.
Oh, well, that's not bad.
That's a
Progress.
regular day. That's just
Progress.
dealing with life.
On average, that's below.
Okay.
So we're good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm totally just teasing you.
So frivolous spending, of course, I buy shit all the time. So like, I don't even own a record
edible
player anymore.
thongs.
I don't even own a record player anymore, but I'll buy records because they're cool.
Oh, Nani.
I know.
Yeah, he's.
You don't have to give me the. I'm talking shit about myself. I totally
It's gonna
agree.
be really loud.
Yeah, do that.
MSMR that shit.
ASMR,
What did I
No,
say?
just SMR.
MSMR?
Just SMR.
SMR.
MSRP, manufacturer's suggested retail price tag.
What's the last frivolous thing that you guys?
I was trying to talk
bought?
about myself, guys.
No one cares.
I'm buying a guitar. This is about me.
I forgot about
We
that.
This is my podcast.
I asked him what kind of guitar he was going to buy like 10 minutes
I
ago.
actually do want to hear what guitar you bought.
Okay.
But first, I wanted to. I'm just
Oh my
kidding.
God.
Go ahead.
This guy. Okay.
You guys
So,
saw that once.
don't start the Nani thing. Have your own thing.
Yeah,
Okay.
you're always taking my thing.
Yeah, that's cool.
Next time we show up, he's gonna have blue hair.
Hey, Nani stole that from another guy.
Oh, from PewDiePie.
No,
Just
What? Who?
from Miguel.
Oh yeah, Miguel. Shout out to Miguel from Sounds Like Disco. Yeah. I didn't actually think about it like that, but yeah.
So,
That was the first thing he said.
there's a lot of guitars out there, but if you were to think of a guitar that I'm gonna buy, what guitar would you say I'm gonna buy? Make and model, and then I'll tell you what I'm gonna get. There's no right answer. I just want to see if you
I feel like it's gonna be some sort of a Fender.
It is a Fender.
Yeah, it's going to be a Fender. It's going to be...
I feel like you're either gonna buy a really nice guitar, so it's gonna be a legit Fender, or it's gonna be a Squire.
It is gonna be a legit Fender.
Okay.
I think it's going to be some kind of...
I'm gonna
I think it's gonna be a Telecaster.
Say the Sonic Duo or something weird like that.
It's a Fender Mustang.
Mustang. Okay.
But I was gonna get the Sonic Duo.
okay.
So yeah,
That's
you're
yeah.
so wrong. But the funny thing is, about
You
6
have a
months ago,
Telecaster,
I
though, huh?
wanted to get a Telecaster.
Yeah.
And then I started looking into it more,
It's
and
too
I was
normal
like,
for you. I feel like you want to
yeah.
go a little off the beaten
I'm getting
track.
an olive green Fender Mustang.
I just thought
and I'm
you-
changing out
I
the
just
black
thought you'd
knobs for
want a
chrome.
twangy, something twangy.
No, because my guitar that I have now, the Fender Squire, my drummer, he was playing the guitar, and it's like super fucked up. It's not only does it like not stay in tune, like the tuning is not correct as you go down the neck.
Here's your
It's not
intonation.
intonated. Yeah, it's not set up.
Yeah.
It's
And-
a fucked up guitar.
Yeah, and
Like
so
a
he was like,
scale
dude, this is going to be a problem for you, and if we're going to be playing shows, like, you need to get a real
He's
guitar.
gotta
So
he's got to get it set up.
all he had to do was say that, and that was like the excuse where I was like, I've been waiting to buy a legit Fender.
That's an excuse.
I'm just gonna, yeah.
It's an excuse
well,
for you.
you
To
I was
still
like,
have
oh,
you
you're
still have
right.
to- you still have to get that one set up.
But this guy, okay, so my shout out to Mike Orr, the guitar tech for the Smashing
so many
Pumpkins.
shout outs.
Yeah. So Enrique, my drummer, is really good friends with Mike Orr, who's in a bunch of different bands.
Mike or
and-
what?
Huh? Oh, stop it, Nani! Stop with the dad jokes. But he's the guitar tech for Billy Corgan, and he does like repairs and stuff in his free time when he's not touring with them. And he's I want to ask him to set up the guitar because he's just like a wizard.
Yeah. I have a guy, by the way, if he doesn't do it.
His name is Mike as well.
His name is also Mike, and he does the guitar tech for like the
It's not
1975 and like a bunch of really cool guys. And he's a really nice
You like
guy.
the 1975?
No,
Me
but
neither.
but he's
I
professional.
thought you said cool guys.
No, he's a really cool guy. Yeah,
Oh, I
and
think.
he's really good at offset guitars. That's his specialty.
So, did you get your guitar set up? By
I
this guy?
did. Unfortunately, I left my guitar in my trunk, and so it totally negated everything he did,
Oh shit!
which was dumb of me.
I do that a lot.
Yeah, you're not supposed to do that. The heat was gonna it warps your guitar.
Shit. That's it. I gotta go.
Bye.
No.
It's the Nani Show.
Hey, Tiff.
Boy talks.
She's just staring at the
Yeah,
popcorn
right.
over there.
What do you-
Yeah.
I know. Tiff just wants to be eating the popcorn, and I told her she can't eat popcorn during the podcast.
Some silent treatment.
What's your favorite snack?
That's a good
Other
question.
people's depression.
Damn. You're getting into some Dementor stuff.
I like chips. I'm really
That's
into-
too vague, my friend.
I know.
I
but
like
I'm
to- hold on, hold
I'm
on.
Into chips.
Let's-
like avocado
let's
oil,
stop at
Crisp
chips.
Cut,
I will
Ruffle
say
Flamin' Hots. You guys ever had Ruffle? That is my favorite snack right now.
I have not had Ruffle Flaming Hots, but I will say I can eat any fucking garbage food in the world.
Yeah.
As long as there's chips. We've talked about this. As
Wait.
long as there's chips, I can eat anything.
He eats
What
so
is
much shit
garbage
all the time.
food?
Garbage food?
Something
What
you
do
get
you
at
classify-
7-Eleven.
Microwave burritos, fucking Indian food.
So you cut it with chips. You just
yeah.
Indian food could be good.
I
Yeah.
actually,
Yeah,
I just,
love food.
no, I know. I just don't like Indian food. I just don't.
I've had it once, and it was like, "Oh, we're cool. We're out in LA. Let's go get some Indian food at this place." Or
Uh-huh.
it's like,
Yeah, yeah.
And I went, and the girls were hot, but the food sucked. So it was like,
What were you
I
at like the
love
Hooters of India?
no. I'm saying the
Wait,
girls
which
that
girls were hot?
the girls that invited me to the
That you went
Indian.
with.
Yeah.
So it
Not
wasn't
the
the
Indian
Indian
girls.
girls weren't
So
hot.
you're against Indian women. That's what you're saying.
So,
just like
No.
Christopher Columbus.
The Psychic
What a
Podcast.
surprise.
We hate Indian girls.
You're gonna regret saying this someday.
I'm not saying this is your fucking. I love Indian
This
women.
is slander, and I'm not gonna stand for it. I'm not gonna stand for it.
I love Indian food though.
You love it?
I
What
could
else do
eat
you
it like
love?
every day.
I could
Of
eat.
my life.
I could eat Mexican food every day because there's so much variety, and there's so many different Mexican food
There's
spots.
not really that much variety.
You know,
No, there's so many different spots.
I agree that
Yeah.
there's not that much variety in Mexican food. It's like
It's all flavorful though.
no,
That's
it's
the
all
joke.
delicious.
That's the
It's
joke
all
about Mexican
delicious.
food. It's that it's beans, rice, and cheese put it up in a different
Just
way
in
every
a
well,
time.
different way.
that's the same thing with Italian
Chili
food.
rellenos.
Right,
Bistec
yeah.
a la mexicana.
Well, I will say.
I mean, I guess you could say that about Italian food. You could say that about.
Mm,
That's
I
what
had
That's what you
real.
say, yeah.
I had.
That's what I just said.
but I will say.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I wanna say-
Hold on.
Your guts and I don't listen to what you say.
We need. Can you say that into the mic? Just real quick. Just say that you hate his guts in the
Get it on
mic.
record. Get it on record.
I respect you so much, and
So I don't know if you can actually hear what she's saying over there, but she's being a complete dick to Kelsey, and
Yeah.
it's
like usual.
it's deserved
I have
though.
to live with this.
Kelsey loves dick
I
stuff.
can't believe
do.
that Kelsey just. Oh, we got to wrap this up. But anyway, I was
Like
gonna
a
make a
dick.
joke about how you're so ugly and you inconvenience us with your face. But all right, wrapping up.
It is true. I do inconvenience everyone with my face. But I've learned to live
Smug
with it, you know? It's just like if they
We
could-
have to
if-
live with it.
If they
That's
could
the
live
hard
with
part.
it, then I could put up with it.
Oh.
And cut.
Cut.
All right, we're good, guys.
Round 3.
I wanted to ask Tiff some questions.
All right, Tim.
Uh-oh,
you're on the
Tiff.
spot. You're on the spot.
Ready?
Okay, so you've been the promoter at Continental for how long?
Well, I was doing. I started off doing I was the personal assistant for this lady Jen, and she did bookings at Continental Room. So that's how I got my foot in the door. And then after that, I started doing just strictly Monday nights. And then after that, I got a business degree, and then the boss that works there was like, "Hey, you want to do the bookings and also do administrative work?" So now I'm there Monday through Friday.
So before that, you've been working with like bands and stuff for a while though.
Yeah,
like it's been years, right?
Yeah, so that's
Tell your college startings where you like started booking bands.
okay. It started off with like just taking pictures, and then Burger Records used to do like those like little shop shows. I don't know how well you know Burger, but yeah, they
Taking
used to-
pictures of bands.
What's
Yeah.
Burger?
Burger Records.
Yeah.
You're such a dick, Nani. Last time he was on the podcast, he was saying that Burger's overrated.
He was talking mad shit about Burger.
Burger is very saturated now. I think they have some
no,
good
it's definitely
bands.
I'm sure when it
saturated.
started, it was dope as shit. But
Yeah,
you
it was
know.
cool. Yeah, but it was already like a couple years in, and they were still not. It wasn't that saturated phase yet, just yet. It was about to be. So they had these like little shows in the shop, like 8 o'clock at night, and be like 1 or 2 bands, and I would take pictures of them. And it was like the Garden, like Cosmonauts played there. Like was it Gap Dream would be playing there, you know, and like it was like a free little intimate show.
Do you know the guys from Cosmonauts?
Yes, I do.
You know James?
Yes, I do. He's from Azusa, right?
He's from, well, I don't know where he's from, but I've known James for a really long
Yeah,
time.
wait,
Hold on.
wasn't he in like a metal band or like some other?
I don't know what he did, but
I'll interject.
I played hockey with him for a really long time.
Okay, yeah. I know that he was from SGV because my
Yeah.
first show was actually in Azusa in a backyard.
So the Cosmonauts, the girl that I had on the podcast, the last person to do the
Jen?
podcast. No.
Or no, sorry.
Isabella Fortin, the model. She's now a free agent model. Pick her up.
Pick her up.
But she, when she moved to California, that was like one of the first bands that she started hanging out with, and she knows some of the guys from there really well. Like they hang out all the time. So I'm wondering if she knows them. So I'm gonna send you this clip, Isabella, and see if.
Send him.
But so you know James.
I think he's the bassist.
Yeah, he's
Okay.
the basis of
Yeah.
Cosmonauts.
Okay, so you started hanging out with them, doing all the Burger Record stuff.
Yeah, and then so the Burger Records, one of the guys from Burger Records was like, "Oh, I noticed you're always here taking pictures. Like, can you send them over? Just like want to see them, you know? Like you're the only one taking pictures."
You're like,
so,
for how much? Like,
so I was like, "Yeah, sure."
If the price is right.
Because I like built this like Tumblr portfolio and like hashtagged it all right, so it was like a bunch of like, you know, media pictures of bands and shows I've been to. And then I got slowly picked up from like music blogs, and then, you know, after that, after sending Burger like a couple of my pictures, they're like, "Okay, you can go into any show for free that Burger presents, just as long as, you know, you're taking pictures or whatever." So yeah, that like built up my portfolio because of like more access to like shows and like the media pit, and then that like led to like networking with people because I'm like sending pictures to the bands and like.
and now you're with the big time. You're with Bundy.
You're with Bundy,
Yeah,
man.
now I'm
wow.
Can you believe it?
Yeah.
Here's what I wanted to
That's why
ask
I've been
though.
quiet the whole time.
Here's what I wanted to
ask.
Here's what I wanted to ask though is so you've been working with bands for such a long time. I want to know what was like the worst band you ever had to work with
Psychic Wave.
Aside from Bundy,
aside from
Oh,
Bundy.
yeah.
what was the worst?
What was like the most
don't
You
diva?
wanna, like expose.
No, you don't have to say the name of the band. Just tell the story. Like why were they such a diva?
I know the
Okay,
worst
yeah,
band.
this is such a good story. So,
She's like, so one time I had to come to this random fucking place and we had to do a podcast with these 2 stupid fuckers and this other
3 stupid
fucker.
you read my mind.
All right, guys, I'm trying to do something creative and like make myself happy.
All right. What's the story?
So there's this. So the band hit me up and was like, "Hey, we're going to South by Southwest."
You're not gonna say the name.
But we're yeah.
Ah,
I'm not,
fuck
I'm not.
this.
I'm
She can
not.
tell us after.
Yeah, you'll tell us after.
Yeah, we'll talk about it after.
But they're
And
so.
we'll expose it after.
Hold on. The audience wants to know the story. Come on.
So yeah,
Professional
so, you know,
naughty mode.
I was just like, I could help you with that. And so like, I don't even want to name the lineup, but it was like pretty much the bands that I was able to book. They were willing to play for free, and they were bigger than the band. And the show was revolved around this band and their fundraiser. And then the singer came up the week of the show. The singer was like, "Hey, I have school the next day. I got like this 8 a.m. thing, so like we're not playing last." So then I'm like, "Okay." And then she was like, "Okay, well And we're not going to South by Southwest anymore, so we're making this a album release fundraiser. And in my head, I'm thinking, like, that's not right, because every band needs a freaking album.
Yeah.
Like, what do you mean, like, do this fundraiser for your album? Like these bands aren't going to play. They're, like, doing this for free as a favor for you to go to South by Southwest for the first time. But you're not anymore.
Fuck.
So I'm gonna distribute the money
It
evenly
was like
to
a
all the bands.
scam.
Yeah, I don't know if it was a scam, but you know.
Sometimes shit
change of
happens,
plans.
but that's a weird thing to put on you.
Yeah, and so so that was like the last response was like, and back in the day, like Facebook didn't have read, you know, you could like know that other person read, but the last message I sent to them was like, you know, I'm gonna pay all the bands, but there was never like an okay or if she read it or not.
She read it.
Yeah, and I'm sure she read it. So like, show comes, great event. I gave them like the bigger cut, and then I paid out all the bands, the rest of the bands that supported
Wait,
them.
I have a really quick question. So this band is telling you all this news.
Yeah.
Did you tell all the other bands?
Yeah, I told all the bands
Okay.
like, hey, I'm gonna pay you guys.
Okay,
now.
no. Sorry. When she's telling you all this news, why didn't you just keep the original deal and not tell the other bands? Because they already agreed to play for free.
But I just think it's also unfair that like.
Just an
She's
integrity
doing that
thing.
a fair.
Yeah,
a
it's
fairness,
just like
yeah.
you know, like.
Yeah, sure. Just
It's
asking.
like you're not. Their intention is like, oh, this is for them.
Some
to go
promoters
to South by Southwest.
do it fairly.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
No. I just want to know like
Few, but some.
Few, but some.
how you were
yeah.
feeling about it, and it makes sense that you know the terms changed, and so you changed
Yeah, I just thought it was
terms
right.
on your end.
Yeah, I just thought it was right because they weren't gonna be
Okay.
in South by. Like, I couldn't just keep that away from the band.
And you're stressing out this whole time.
Yeah,
This is
yeah.
like
So you know, Knuckles.
artistic integrity, Booker integrity.
No, that's
Booker
dope.
T.
I've worked with a lot of
Booker T.
bookers who don't have integrity. So
I got a story. So there's this
Wait, let
place.
her finish her story.
Isn't it done? They were just a dick.
Yeah, no, and then so what happened
Sorry,
after that
I thought it was done.
was like so they
No, I'm the
left
dick.
because they had things to do and they played second out of 4 bands, won, and then so they left early, and so everybody got paid out except for the first band. So I had the cash in my wallet for them the next time I see
Oh,
them or whatever.
shit.
And then so the next day or whatever, she like looks at the amount that she was given by her manager. And then she hits me up and she's just like, hey, so I called the venue and so I only was given this much. And then, because I was transparent about like the ticket sales and what percentage we were getting versus the venue. So
Sure.
she knew about that information. So she directly called the venue and like asked how much was made that evening and did the whole math and was like, okay, well, you said that none of the bands were getting paid. We were all getting paid. So she was talking to me as if she never saw that last message I sent her. So she's calling me a liar, a scam artist, because she also contacted the first band that didn't get paid. And they're like, oh, we didn't get paid. Like, you know, but the thing was they left early and I had the money with me still. So
That's one of the like unspoken rules I feel like for a show. Like you don't leave early. Like you have to stay to the last band to get paid.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. So, you know, it's just,
The fact that you were holding on to their money is actually like doing them a favor.
yeah.
When my dad, like 90s, early 2000s, was playing music, he was telling me, when I started getting into like wanting to play shows, he was saying like, if you didn't stick around
You didn't get
to
paid.
like find the person to pay you,
Yeah.
they just wouldn't pay you.
Exactly.
Yeah, I found you know what's so funny is that I actually like recently like that clicked to my head. I don't really talk to other like promoters about like money stuff, and I don't know what they do with their
Maybe it's
money.
for the best.
Yeah, but there's this rapper John Wayne. I don't know if you know.
I know John Wayne.
Yeah, so John Wayne.
Gacy?
He did that Cracker album.
Yeah,
That was a
yeah,
good
yeah.
album.
You
Rap
know it.
album
He
one,
did
yeah.
that song Gemini. I love that song.
Yeah,
That's so,
so
good.
he's
Hobo
on
the clown.
Yeah. Music / mass
By
murders.
any chance, was it this band?
No.
Okay.
No, I'll tell you and you'll laugh.
Okay.
But so
Okay.
pretty much, yeah. So she.
It was
she,
the yeah yes.
It was.
Yeah.
Maybe.
It wasn't.
But so yeah, she just called me out. She's like, "Well, you're a liar because you said you paid the bands and you didn't." And I actually talked to the first band and they didn't get paid. And then like I only have this much, so you owe me X amount of money. This is my address.
Bitch,
Hey,
I don't
thanks,
know
bye."
shit.
Yeah, so then like I try to like explain like my side of the story and what went down, and then like she just never replied, and I can't even tell if she read it. And then she like blocked me all the band's social media was like I was like completely blocked, and then like yeah, that was pretty much it. Like this girl was like going around saying I was like some scam artist or whatever.
Now, I've worked with, we've worked with some promoters at our times, and for the most part, they've all been very cool, but there's been a couple that we just, like, refuse to work with, and usually we're very nice about it. We just, like, hey, we're, like, sorry we can't play your gigs, we're just too busy or whatever. But a lot of times, it's because they fucked up so many times that we just can't do it for them.
Yeah.
Even if they burn the bridges for you,
but that's the
it's
thing.
better for you not to
We don't...
make it apparent.
We don't burn that bridge
exactly.
after one gig. We burn it after like this is multiple times that you've done this to us. So sorry, dude, we can't do the same.
I think the 3 strikes are out thing is pretty. It's a pretty good rule.
Well, people are just like, okay, I could put on a show and I can make money off of these bands that don't expect to make money, and I could just bail out of there.
And
I could get out of there.
That is like so much disrespect for how much time we spend
Yeah.
rehearsing, equipment, fucking energy bills with a bunch of promoters. And sometimes they'll tell us like, oh, we got this gig for you, and we'll go, and there's like nobody there, and there's like 7 bands on the bill.
Whoa.
Yeah, this is when we first started. When we first started, we were doing this to like play to all these different promoters.
Can you say the venue?
No.
Okay.
So we were playing for a bunch of different people who would book like a lot of bands.
Okay.
Tiff just told them the band that fucked them over. Can you show me? Don't put it towards.
Why can't I see?
What?
The sense is so fun.
Okay.
Sonia,
We'll tell you guys after.
So we were playing.
Think you're cool?
We don't have to do this.
So they're playing
Hold on.
a circuit of shows to get yourselves out there.
Yeah, I was way off.
Nani's speaking.
I'm waiting for it to stop so we can like get that cut. So we were playing for this.
And then
we were playing for this promoter guy who would book 7 bands in a show, and it would start at like 6 and then end at like midnight or whatever, and which is like insane. That's not a show. That's just like drunk people coming in.
Nobody's showing up till at least 10.
Right. So when we played, we actually had a few people come to see us, which is really cool, and then they switched our slot while we were there because the band who was like headlining were like, oh, we got to wake up early. So
how can you even say that as a rock and roll band?
Exactly.
That never fucking
The
makes
reason
sense
why they
shouldn't be able
said
to.
we have to wake up early is because there was nobody coming to see them, and they saw that there was people there at the venue. Those people were there to see us.
This is assumed, but it's pretty much known. Like you're assuming this. They didn't tell this to anybody.
Right. I'm assuming this.
But it's pretty obvious.
Right. So there was people there to see us. They were the headliner band. There was no one there to see them. And so they said, we have to wake up early. Can we switch slots? So they switched slots to an earlier slot, and we ended up closing the show. By the time we closed, the people who were sticking around were like, some of them left, some of them were still there.
And you know that they were there to see you because you knew them?
Right.
Okay.
Not only did we not get paid, but we didn't get any drink tickets. And I had to pay for my girlfriend to come in. Not even a +1.
Yeah, we didn't get +1s for our friends to come in.
Which, okay, if you deny a +1, at least you get paid because they're like, well, they're gonna be making money, so they're gonna pay us. But they didn't pay us +1s or drinks, nothing. So we wasted a night, and we played last to basically nobody. Because they switched our slot at last minute.
It sounds like somebody that doesn't know how to do their job. Because if you give just the people in the band +1 or +2, even let's go crazy.
Yeah.
Every band that's playing +1 or +2.
Right.
Okay, you're gonna fill a little bit of the.
They're gonna drink from the fucking
They're gonna
bar.
drink.
They're
They're
gonna
gonna
drink.
drink. When I get something for free, if somebody if I go to a place and they're like, oh, this I went to brunch recently and this fucking mimosa, it was kind of packed. They gave me a free not a mimosa, a Bloody Mary. I bought another
right, because they wanted you to stick around.
Yeah, and I was like, I like that. You know, they gave me
That's
a free
what they
thing.
do in Vegas.
I'm gonna, exactly. And if you get something for free,
So the point
it's
is,
a guilt thing.
I don't
The
expect.
thing about that though is I think we were even still a 3-piece.
I told you no chips.
we're still a 3-piece at that point. So even if we each brought in another person for free, we're only a 3-piece band.
Now, I don't expect to get paid. I don't expect to get
bad
plus
math.
ones, and I don't expect to get drinks. But I do expect to be respected by the promoter. That's all I'm saying. And when the guy treated us like shit several times, we just stopped playing for him.
Yeah.
And that's it. Like we didn't talk shit to him. We didn't tell him he was an
I
asshole.
think
We
that's
just
a good-
stopped playing for him.
Yeah.
And we've been much better ever since.
I think that a good amount of bands probably feel the same way about that. And I guarantee you, if he is still doing his job like that,
Yeah.
it's probably really hard for him
Yeah.
to book people.
Well,
now.
he's probably getting the people that are coming away from the pay-to-play places, you know?
And I will say this. This is a
Yeah.
guy who has gone from venue to venue to venue. He literally cannot stay in one place for a year. So,
'Cause
I think
people
after
don't
his
enjoy
fifth,
it. Yeah.
after his 5th or 6th spot that he's going to be at, he's going
the
to need to
promoters
find
don't
a
know
new
that,
line of
though.
work.
The promoters don't know his history. And
Well,
a lot of bands...
I guess that's true because
a lot
Tiff
of
says she
bands-
doesn't talk to other promoters.
A lot of bands who are young and hungry, they'll play whatever show.
Yeah,
But
that's why you get people playing at fucking what's the place in Anaheim?
Chain Reaction.
Chain Reaction.
Fuck that
when
place.
you get people playing the pay-to-play.
I will talk
I will
shit about
never-
Chain
he's-
Reaction.
I will
He's
never pay to
one-
play.
He's
I will
one
talk shit
step
about that
up above Chain
George
Reaction.
Delane from Manifest Destiny is the most money-hungry person. Every band I've ever been in, even like bands that aren't even serious, I just like a joke band that I just put together and threw a
Yeah.
Facebook up.
Sure.
He hits them up immediately. Can you sell 20 tickets to play a gig at our fucking place?
I will never do that shit. And
Yep.
like I've heard there's too many horror stories about it.
I've gotten, as long as we've been a band, I've gotten once a month an email from someone asking us to do a pay-to-play show.
Isn't pay to play like when you're 16 years old and like,
When you're
Yeah, that's when you're in high
you
school.
don't know any better, yeah.
That's when you're in high
You
school.
don't know
And
See, I had the benefit of the doubt because my dad played music for a good 10 years, like doing shows. And so he told me all of this shit. But, you're
I
so
also had the benefit of that.
you're so gung-ho about everything, and you think when you're that young, like,
You think it's a good opportunity.
you think, oh, we're going to play 3 shows and we're going to be big.
Yeah.
It's like, it's
If you take anything away from this, it's never do pay to play.
Never.
Yeah.
Never do pay to
I
play.
agree. I back that.
If people who want to come see you, they'll pay at the door.
And if people don't come to see you, you still get the experience. You
Yeah.
still learn. Each room sounds different. You still
Play a
get to-
fucking Tuesday night at midnight
And
until
I'm-
you figure it out.
I'm playing. Our first show is going to be a Tuesday night at the Continental.
yeah, exactly.
We-
But
That's
it's going
what
to be
I'm
a good
saying.
show, dude.
We've
We were
played-
ready for the Death Club thing.
We played big venues on a Sunday night, and there was
Nobody.
one there.
Nobody.
No one there.
I've
Even
seen-
in Long Beach, with all of our friends that could have easily come.
Right.
We
and
gotta
there
wrap
was
this
no
up.
one there.
We got to wrap this up.
Wrap
But
it
yes, acknowledging it.
up. Wait, do we have time to get your perspective on that?
On pay to play?
Yeah.
Yeah, I just don't like on a business perspective. It just doesn't make sense. The business plan of it, the structure financially doesn't make any sense because it's like either the bands who can easily sell the 20 tickets do not play at pay to play. They play at places like the
Real
Observatory.
venues.
Yeah,
Real
actual
venues.
Damn.
And
Yes.
the bands that
Knowledge.
and the bands that do need a place to play, like, don't have fans. They are relying on the venue for the, like, they rely
Right.
on me, people like
For
me,
the promotion.
for the promotion
Yes.
to bring people to come see
Well,
you guys.
This is why I
So
wanted to
it's like-
have this podcast because
they're
Tiffany
preying on young kids.
Yeah, it's like
is the promoter end
it's a
and we're the
scam.
musician ends.
Yeah.
Pretty much a scam.
No, yeah,
that
they're
doesn't
preying
make-
on young kids. They're not like looking for bands like us. They're looking for bands that everyone's in high school still.
Yeah.
So they're like, oh, our friend's band, and we're all still fucking high school juniors. Our friend's
they're, like,
band,
desperate to play.
Yeah.
Yes,
our
for
friend's
play.
band is playing here. Yeah, let's go pay $20 to go see them.
Let's get
That's
the
who-
last.
that's who
Let's
they're
get the
preying
last
there.
word from Tiff because you're the promoter.
Yeah,
It doesn't
I don't
make
know.
financial
I think
sense, is it?
Yeah, it just doesn't make any financial sense. The system doesn't make sense because it's like, in the end, if you don't sell those tickets, you're like paying for the tickets that you don't sell. So you're
Ah.
paying for a place to play but you're also like bringing your own people too. So what is the job of that venue then than just being a space?
No. But it's not the venue playing.
The video's going to cut off in like a minute.
It's literally
this.
if you don't sell those tickets, the band is
Yeah,
paying for it.
that's what I'm saying. It just doesn't make sense like that. Like so if you think about it, you're paying this venue to come play here.
Yeah.
So,
Like,
moral
you're
of the
not-
story. On 3, never pay to play.
Never.
Don't pay to play.
No, I said on 3, motherfucker. 1, 2,
Don't.
3.
Never pay
Pay
to
to play!
God, you-
All right, this has been the 15th episode of the Psychic Wave Podcast. Thank you to Nani, Kelsey, and Tiff. It's been really fun, and I hope that we continue to do these. Thanks for coming.
Fuck her in the pussy.
Feedback!
Fuck around
I don't know if that
pussy.
does feedback, but...
I just think.
But that's
like,
the thing about pay to play things is the
Here we
venue.
go. He's
that-
still going.
It's
That-
maddening. It's
He's
maddening.
still going. He's
That-
It really is though. It's so.
the- the-